In this video, you are going to learn how to plan your academic paper. You are going to organize the bullet notes from your annotated bibliography into an outline. At first, it might seem like a lot of work, but you'll notice a pattern develop, and then this stage will move quite quickly. More importantly, if you invest time at this stage, you will find that the writing and revising stages will both go rather smoothly. When I write my paper, I will be using information from my bullet notes in different parts of my paper, and in APA format, I will need an in-text citation for each bit of information I use. Think of an in-text citation as a more fancy way of writing a footnote. The idea is the same, but the format is different. The format of an in-text citation is essentially an abbreviated form of the APA citation from the references page. It is called an in-text citation because it will appear within the text of the paper to show where you found the concept you inserted in your paper. The example shows some in-text citations from a paper I wrote some time ago. The in-text citations appear in parentheses. Each in-text citation is an abbreviated form of its full-length citation found on the references page. The basic format of an in-text citation is parentheses, the author's last name, comma, date of publication, parentheses. There are some variations in formatting depending on sentence structure when you start to write, but this basic format is enough to get you started. Rather than waiting to place in-text citations during the writing stage, I've found it saves a lot of time in the long run to place them next to each bullet note in the planning stage, where it is simply a matter of converting the longer citation into an abbreviated form. In order to convert a referenced citation to an in-text citation, I look at the citation above each set of bullet notes. Then, to the right of each individual bullet note, I write only the author and date in parentheses. If the bullet note is a direct quote, I write the author, date, and page number on which I found the quote. If there is no page number, I write the author, date, and paragraph number instead of page number. Doing this now will help save me a great deal of time when I actually write my paper. Next, I read my bullet notes and look for themes. I notice that many notes are about unicycles in general. Some have to do with learning to ride a unicycle, others have to do with feel-good aspects of unicycles, and some have to do with the fitness aspects of unicycling. I color code the bullet notes into 3 to 5 themes. I don't worry about leaving some bullet notes without highlights. In fact, I will likely have many bullet notes that are not color-coded because they don't connect with any of the major themes I find. That's okay. I've finished highlighting the bullet notes. I've color-coded the notes into 3 categories. The yellow notes contain general information about mountain unicycles. They would probably fit well in an introduction. The green notes all remind me of learning and thinking, so I'm going to name my first topic Learning/Cognition. The blue notes remind me of parts of Maslow's hierarchy of human needs, so I'm going to name my second topic Maslow and Unicycles, Belonging, Esteem, and Self-Actualization. The purple notes remind me of stress, so I'm going to name my third topic Exercise and Stress. I need to create an outline for my paper, and I've found an easy way to do this. I return to my reference page. I scroll to the very top of the page, then I place my cursor at the top and click Return a few times. This sends references to the bottom of the page and gives me some space to work. At the top of the page, I type in the word outline, and under it I create a brief outline for a 5-paragraph paper. Introduction, Topic 1, Topic 2, Topic 3, Conclusion. I've already decided that I want to use general information in my introduction, and I know the 3 topics I will write about. I quickly revise and color code my outline to show how my paper will be organized. Next, I fill in the outline with bullet notes from my references. I scroll down to my references and line by line, I copy-paste the yellow bullet notes, which I had already determined fit best in the introduction. I work through all of my yellow bullet notes from all of the different sources. I continue copying and pasting the yellow bullet notes into my outline under Introduction. As I copy each bullet note, I double check to make sure that I have an in-text citation at the end of each bullet. The example shows what the introduction section of my outline looks like after I've finished copying and pasting the yellow bullet notes from my annotated bibliography. Each note is now annotated and ready to use when I begin writing my paper. I repeat the same actions for each of the 3 topics. When I'm finished, I have an outline with an introduction and 3 main ideas, and the outline is filled with notes from my sources. The notes are all cited in APA format. Having the notes organized in this way will help me greatly with the next step, writing my paper. Now it's your turn. Go to your references page. Write an abbreviated citation at the end of each bullet note using the author, date format. For direct quotes, use the format author, date, page, or author, date, paragraph. Look for themes in your bullet notes. Color code 3 to 5 themes. Write a simple outline with an introduction, 3 topic paragraphs, and a conclusion. Revise and color code your outline to reflect the themes you found. Finally, copy-paste bullet notes into the outline according to color and theme. When you are finished, your outline will contain many bullet notes, and you will be ready to write your paper. I think you'll find that with the reading, note-taking, and planning you've accomplished as you completed the steps outlined in these videos, the task of writing will be fairly straightforward. You will be guided through the final steps of the writing process in the 4th video in this series, Writing Your APA Format Academic Paper.